hopefully, I should be live. I will now confirm it. I am. Victory is mine. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another episode of New Beginnings, Euro Truck Simulator 2. We shall be continuing with Alfarius here, or Alfarius, depending on your choice of pronunciation. And hopefully doing more in the United Kingdom to get it over and done with. I'll say it now. Brexit means Brexit. So that's the politics done, okay? Oh yeah, we upgraded the truck, didn't we? What is this truck anyway? Oh, we're on a delivery as well to Birmingham. I actually didn't bother to look this up. I need to look at this sometime. Okay, route deflector for the T. I think I'm in a premium. I think so. No real upgrades just yet. Hello, Cyrene, Sam, Stina, Devanor, and Otaku Gamer Judas. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. I've had a fairly long day, so we'll get to that soon. But anyway, I thought I would just get into this, chill out a little, and just, you know, enjoy ourselves. This is a good game, isn't it? Hello, Karma. It's a good bit of, just chill streaming. Is the light on? It is on. The traffic lights are red. Right. Oh, they're in front of me as well. Handy, the UK has that. A lot of the continental European countries don't have that. Hello, Wandering Lisa and Eden. Eden, I did see your message, but I haven't had a chance to reply. I do apologise. Hello, Craig. Hope you're well. Okay. Do we have the order on our truck? We do have the order. Okay. Hello, Amber, B, and Keith. Hope you're all fantastic today. So yeah, long day. Very long day. I had overtime, as many would know from the fishing stream from Twitch last night. Yeah. That was fun. Although, extra walking, not so bad. That was exhausting. I found that I still can't quite ring a mop, which is proving an issue. I did some digging and learned more about stretches to help out, and I should be able to rectify it and be okay. Someone who wants fika, who doesn't want fika? I'm glad you understand, Eden. I got so bogged down with other things I didn't have a chance to get on it. But I will. I know the messages now. I think I know what it's about as well. I just didn't have a chance to reply, and I'll save that for later, after the stream anyway. I'm not doing yoga. I'll do something else. But anyway, yes. So it took a bit longer than it usually does, but that's a consequence. I'm okay with that. Hello, Zombie Teddy. I'm okay with the consequence of because of what I'm trying to do. So that's fine, as it is a learning experience anyway. So afterwards, I got home. I actually went to Sainsbury's and I bought a notebook because I gave my 2 spare Game of Thrones ones that I got in my loot crates to my sister. And I was like, but they have a Harry Potter one. I want it. It's like a Monster Book of Monsters notebook, and I'm thinking, yeah, that will replace Nagash when I'm done with it, which is quite good. Hello, Karina. Hope you're well. So I what is it? I did something else. I picked a few little supplies as well, a memory stick and some other bits, and I got back and ended up doing errands for a bit before I went for a walk, which was actually not so bad. It was drizzly, but not rainy drizzly. It was like you could just about notice a very fine mist in the air. But otherwise it was okay. I get the feeling I'm going to be late on this one because if I go to sleep now, I'm putting myself in a really difficult position. But we're going to do it because my guy's yawning, and I can't be bothered with the aggro of not. Hey Anna. So yeah, I ended up going for the walk was nice. I was considering taking a book, but because of the drizzle, I was like, nah. Oh, wrong one. So, how long do we have? Oh, we've actually got time. Oh, we're good. Okay, we're good. Let's turn those off. You had snow. I'm very jealous. People are still cleaning the beaches here, which is great. Got some more fishing tackle. Found a couple quid as well, which is quite handy. Yeah, just chilled. After that, I had to quickly go and pick up some things, prescription stuff for family, and then I went to the gym, which actually was open. I even asked the guy why it was shut yesterday when it was a bank holiday, and it says it's meant to be open, and he explained he was too drunk. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. So I had a little chat, a little laugh, listening to a lady who's been going to that gym, the same one I go to, has been going there for over a year, but she hasn't shifted any weight in the entire time she's been going there. And she was sort of talking about it, saying she loves going there and doing these bits, but she's not really getting anything out of it, with her goal being to lose weight. And the guy's responses were, well, the entire point of a gym is to push yourself. So if you start getting comfortable on something, usually if you need to push your body harder and harder. And that's the point. If you want to, burn the calories and lose the weight and build the muscle, I guess. Which is what I was doing today. I was escalating slightly. I did get some strength back in my arms to finish a few sets of something. I can't remember what the machine was. I wrote it all down in on my Fitness Pal thing so I could remember. But I was listening to them talk. It was more interesting than putting music on. Because the music they had on was really bad dance music. I hated it. You can't get pumped to that. So I turned my music off just to listen to them two talk because it was so funny. Hello, Gemma. Hope you're well. And hi. Snow is great. I wish you could get down in Cambridgeshire. Yeah, I'm further south and I haven't got any here. By the time I got home, I couldn't use either of my hands for like 20 minutes. Oh, really? Was it that bad? Damn. But yeah, I sort of listened to what he said as well and thought, well, that gives me a reason to then push a little, but not too much because I don't want to ruin myself again. So I ended up wrong lane, that one. I didn't even bother looking. My mistake. Oh no. Fine, you go first. Go on, princess. Not you though. So yeah, that was fun. That was actually good fun. Actually, I made some progress in some areas, which was good. Found I could push things a bit further than I'd realised, and it was actually still comfortable. So I'll sit on that tomorrow and go from there. I'm not sure if I'm going to take. I thought I might take the weekend off and then just do Monday to Fridays. But I'm not sure. I'll still do the daily walk. But I might go in anyway, depending on how I feel, because my legs aren't really bothered, to be honest. It's the strangest thing. I guess most of the power is there, and they just don't wear as quickly as the arms do, which I guess is a damning statement of my upper body strength. Thank you, Stina. I actually don't mind snow. I don't stop functioning. My body loves cold, so the more the better. Actually, I think this year's been quite mild. Because I've not had to wear second layers. I genuinely have only had to wear one, and it's a thin hoodie. Really thin. And Karma can testify to that because she's seen it. It's a really thin, worn, tatty hoodie. And I'm not cold. It's almost a kind of denim, but it's not. So yeah, did that. But because I took so long doing other things in the morning, I didn't get back early enough to start working on videos. But I took my time, as I promised I would, and got the videos done to the standard I was okay with. Although I'm dreading reading. I've read a couple comments, some telling me about the comedy group from Brazil, expecting me to know that a Brazilian comedy group aren't funny in Brazil. How would I know that? I don't speak Portuguese, or Brazilian if you want to be cute about it. I wouldn't know this. I'm gonna go speeding, Gemma. It's kind of, yeah. Although to be fair, I'm being kept up by what looks like a camper van, but not. It might be a van. That thing up the front's creating a little Oh, hang on. There's so many cars. Yeah, we got a tailgate going on. Okay. Cool. Oh, you did that on purpose. I hate you. So yeah, I'm expecting a lot of criticism with my remark about making jokes about Christianity. The problem is, and it's a big problem when people get annoyed about it, it's that if you can set the standard of taking a joke, then people either make the joke and it won't be as anywhere near as offensive because they won't be trying to push it further. Thanks for that, truck in front. Or they'll stop. Hello, Paula. Hope you're well. Hello, Diskanar. He's not here at the moment, Diskanar, so you'll have to wait patiently. I do, however, also agree that if you can make fun of one religion, of course, you should be entitled to make fun of all religions. But that wasn't what they were trying to do with their show. They're mocking their faith that is predominant in their country. Christianity is huge in Brazil. Islam is not. Islam has at most an estimate of 500,000 people, which is less than 1% of the population of Brazil. I mean, come on. You're not mocking Islam and making a point here, because if you're doing it, it's basically low-hanging fruit in Brazil. So it's quite amusing, really, that everyone jumped on the bandwagon to say, oh, the right-wingers are going to be triggered. No. People who are religious are going to be offended in a country that is incredibly religious. What's everyone's New Year's resolution? Mine is... actually, I'm not going to tell you mine. I wrote a list of things I want to do, challenges even. And they're in a sealed envelope that will not be opened until the end of the year. Because I'm someone that likes to keep promises, I'm going to keep it that way. And Happy New Year to you too, James R.A. Woodwright. Hope you had a fantastic New Year's Eve and, of course, hangover on New Year's Day. No one can joke around anymore, Anne, but that's quite right. That's another point made by a comedian that I believe Sargon of Akkad interviewed, where he mentioned that if you make a box with your hands, right, and inside that box are all the jokes you're allowed to tell, right? Now reduce the size of the box, and that's how many jokes you can now tell, because what has become acceptable has been reduced because of things like what people dub political correctness, which is a thing, I guess, but also other factors that are considered socially acceptable. It was actually a point that I'd say 10 years ago you could joke about things like Islam in the UK, but because of the increase in terror attacks, it's not something you can do as much anymore because people are scared, but also because there is that taboo now, which is obviously unacceptable, and I would say not all, but it's there. You know, I now have a barrel mug. Congratulations. Didn't make any as they are a promise to myself I can't usually keep. That's fair. As I don't tend to break promises, I wrote a long list of them in the hopes that I will keep every single one of them. And I'll probably put it in a safe and just put it there until the end of the year. I actually found in a box of mine a chest I have of what I call memories from my youth and growing up, things I've kept. I made some resolutions in 2012. Now, 2012, for those who don't know, is probably one of the worst years for me employment-wise, because that was when I lost just after I'd lost my last real job. You know, working for a company as opposed to what I am now, and my savings have been annihilated by rent, council tax, and bills, because without the job, I had to fall back on that, and then when that went, it was housing benefit and job seekers allowance. which I did apply for, by the way, when I lost my job. But it took them 3 months to get it to me, and they didn't backdate it, even though they were meant to, which ruined me quite badly, I guess. So that was unfortunate. And so I looked at the resolutions. I kept all of them. I was quite surprised. It's like some of them really petty. Except, oh no, there was one I couldn't keep, and that was get a job. I had a day, although I did get one for a couple days, but it was a temporary contract. I couldn't do much about that. How slow are you going? You're not even doing 30. Can I get past you? Can I get past you? Can I get past you? Please say I can. Please. Oh, I'm on a corner. I really shouldn't be doing this. I do apologise, people. But yeah, I just... I couldn't keep them. Well, I did and I didn't. And that sucks. But I didn't... The only other time since I've made them was last year and this year. And again, one didn't happen. But I'll be honest... it was beyond my control. So it wasn't a promise I made. It was an event that was meant to happen. That didn't happen, which is unfortunate, but we can't control people. That is wrong. Well, socially unacceptable right now. You never know. But yeah, so this year I've made a list, long list. I'd say a whole side of A5 paper, and yeah, we'll see how I get on with that. Because I think I can do most of it. Some of it's behavioural, some of it's a challenge. I'm down for a challenge. Welcome back, Gemma. And I think, yeah, could be interesting. I don't... Well, I'm not huge on resolutions. I do like the idea of a challenge. So that's how I approach it instead. And to those who have made them, as opposed to those who have not, I hope you succeed. I feel like I've read this out of context, Stina. To not pee while standing on my hands. You pee while doing handstands? That's quite the odd party trick, I must say. Congratulations. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, back to the original problem, the joke thing. So I think I made my point. I may have left out the part where I actually just ranted the thing I was trying to get across about people, and maybe I'll address it tomorrow. People not understanding the context of an individual story. So, with the Brazilian story in particular, it really is only specific to Brazil. So one must understand Brazil. I did not know they were not considered a funny group in Brazil. But based on the ratings from Netflix, they're still getting the views, so clearly that's not true. Right? So they may not be funny to a lot of people, but not as many as those that find them funny. Hello Bjorn in Gulf City and Solar Priestess. Nothing more relaxing than a Megon trucking while on DMT. It's like watching a fat girl in a rally car, a little less giggling. Noted. But yeah, if the context of the situation isn't understood, then people will make an assertion or an assumption. In this case, it's an assertion. It's an assertion about the one when it comes to other religions, that they're fair game because of them. So no, in this case, it's isolated to a group that made jokes about Christianity in a country with a show that's predominantly shown in a country that is also heavily Christian. So it's not really a valid thing to say, but I get the overarching point of, but all religions should be open to joking about. But yeah, good luck getting someone to make jokes about Islam now. Because unfortunately, because of those that have gotten triggered and then pulled the trigger on themselves, it's, yeah. Oh. I see the echo is back. Thank you for the £5 donation. That's very generous of you. Totally mysterious. Yeah, so I thought that was Interesting. And I keenly await more of the comments saying exactly the same, proving my point about not understanding context, but trying to be pedantic because of the number of times I've called people pedantic shits. Is it over? Oh, it's over there, isn't it? Okay, this could be interesting. Okay. Oh, that's a big job. I'm not doing that. Right. Angry Scotsman says hi. Hello, Angry Scotsman. Hope you're well. I can't judge this, but let's have a go at it. Ooh, 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 ooh. Go on. I'll be honest, for a first try, that's not the worst one I've ever done. I judged that as well. That's impressive, actually. I'm okay with that. Sorry to those who are typing messages in the chat. For obvious reasons, I can't multitask this one. Hey, look at that. We got it. What is the normal age for people to get their first job in everyone's counties or countries? 16. If you ignore... Oh, let's do that. That's your favourite word. It possibly is. Is also my favourite word. Yeah, so 16 in the UK. Unless it's people who do paper rounds or other... I don't know, actually. I have no idea. Not sure. Right, next job. Let's see how... well, what we can get. Ideally, I'd like one to Swansea or Plymouth. That'd be kind of ideal. Oh, look, there is one. We also need to go to Cambridge. We haven't even explored half the roads yet. We've got so many roads to cover. Is there one to Plymouth here? No, there isn't. Okay, well then we'll take the one to Swansea because it's near. And it's also not a very far job in the first place. Turn. Yeah. That was easy. I didn't totally just cheat that. Moving on. Here we go. Nice. I think we've delivered these before once. No, wrong one. So, after finishing... oh, I got a YouTube thing. Your video is suitable for advertisers about Laurie Vallow and her missing children. Right, that surprises me. Thanks, YouTube, though, for telling me. That's nice. You told me after it hit 7,000 views. Nice. Classy. So after I managed to finally get like the politics done and sorting out the main channel video, which I did in bits. I did in like 3 segments for each segment, essentially. That's why I moved the room in each one. Because I've recorded it separately, and because then the audio is harder to balance. If I change the room, people don't seem to notice as much, or get less complaints about it. But also gives me an excuse then to use different rooms. And so yeah, I got to do that. I also really enjoy using Aquameg for those videos. I might make that the thing going forward. Use Aquameg only for exhibitions of stupid people. And I've also spoken to Nestle, who does the thumbnails. Pencil Cookie does as well when she's not busy. I don't know, whatever it is she does now. I actually haven't spoken to her in ages. Doing whatever she does. She's been busy with school, I believe. But Nestle does some of the thumbnails on the Moisky Reads channel. I got her to design a thumbnail template for the halls of brackets around the inn, and then outer brackets Justice video series I want to work on, but also she's doing a template tomorrow for future exhibitions of stupid people thumbnails, which I might update all of them with it, because I think it'd be a good thing to have some consistency. How are we doing on money? Oh, we have some money. Okay, we're all right. So yeah, I think it'd be kind of cool to have a thumbnail template for those series. And I think also the Halls of Justice one, I think I put it in Patreon. People can see it on my server, in the Patreon chat anyway. And it looks great. She's doing one for Halls, exhibition of stupid people, and the theme will be based around like the cinema, with like 3 main topics for each video, I think. Unless it's an isolated person, because I kind of still want to do the Nick Ocado YouTube drama thingy. I kind of want to because it's so stupid. It really is. And it keeps getting worse by the day. But me sitting back and waiting for it to finish is safer than me adding an opinion when more receipts are being shown. And I know a lot of people don't like YouTube drama, but it's really, really interesting to watch from the distance to see how these people work. Because you can see how they, like, a lot of them were very clicky, and then when they fell out, they fell out over things that are quite bad. But then that behavior is just so prevalent on YouTube, it's just astonishing, really. I might do more, I don't know. Might do Nick, I might not. I've got to wait for that to finish, and that's going to be a while. So I might stick to like those 2 video series and work on Content Constable in the future with Lord Bear or Irate Alex, whoever it is that's helping me there. I can't remember. He wants me to do a piece for his videos on his channel. He even, no lie, wants me to record a verse for, I believe the song's called Bitch Stop Eating. His Lord Bear diss track. He wants to get other people to re-record record aspects of it themselves. And he asked me in DMs if I wanted to do it. I'm like, what? I'm not sure I can add. Not only can I'm not sure I can do it, but I'll have a crack at it. It could be fun. Who knows? Third language. Hey, wait, what did you just write? Does your family like your videos, or are they indifferent? Trick question. With your family, and we love them. That's very sweet of you, Solar Priestess. Okay, so I know for a fact, my older sister definitely watches my videos because we've spoken before. When I did my Moisky live stream on the main channel, and I had cognitive thought there because I was getting threatened with a lol suit. My sister had watched it and laughed about it. So I know she's seen stuff. I know my younger sister, well, one of them, the one who lives here as well. She talks politics sometimes. She keeps an eye on it, and I understand most of it. So I can talk to her about it. I don't really. I get very uncomfortable for some reason talking about politics with family. I don't know why, but I know she does as well. My youngest sister does not. She's too busy. I don't know, being a shopping addict. In the sense of constantly need to buy things even though she doesn't need it. Got the art contest badge. You got your badge, Dale. Nice. That's fantastic news, Ray. I'm genuinely happy. In the chat, everyone, Ray Dale did the art on my channel in videos on the screens that has my avatar and I believe a cat on a cliff. That was her. And it looks amazing. I'm so glad you got your badge. I hope you like it, by the way. Yeah, do look after it. If you, yeah, I'm just glad you got it. Actually, I'm so glad people received them as well. Although you are the nearest, the other 2 are in America, so they'll be a little while longer. But yes, very happy you got your badge. Hope you're having a good day, by the way, Ray. Right, am I safe to go? Let's assume I am. I was thinking in the future I was no joke. I was going to for Christmas make a make one of them out of a red glitter filament and I was going to pitch to people that someone could win it if they wrote a 12 days wrote a Christmas song, a really cringy one around my around me, and I thought that would be really fun. And then I thought, actually, no, I'm not going to do that. I might make the badge though. I may make it and just give it to somebody. Yeah. It's a wolf on a cliff. Oh, right. I actually didn't realise. I thought it was a cat. It might be that my eyes are betraying me. Postal strike. Ah. Nice. Well, I'm glad you got it. I'm glad you like it. It was definitely well earned. Honestly, it was absolutely beautiful. The art you used. I've used it in many videos since. Actually, it's fantastic. Thank you very much. I might do another contest in the future. Who knows? But I think I might just make it just one badge. Maybe we'll see. I don't want to do it too often, but we'll see what happens. Give him a bit more time. Oh no, there is actually one I could do one actually. Yeah, there is one I can do, because I was gonna do a version of the No Lives Matter T-shirt. Cthulhu 2020, No Lives Matter, and that was what I was gonna do next. I was going to eventually ask people if they wanted to submit an entry for that, to make a version of it with my avatar and Cthulhu 2020 running for president kind of thing, and see if that'd be kind of cool to have as a badge, a logo. But I completely forgot. And you are indeed cringy, Karma. Congratulations. Right. Too tight. There we go. Bit further. Nice. Victory is ours. A red pill. Well, that's very sweet of you to think that. To say that, sorry. I know a lot of people who went through a stage in their life where they felt red-pilled. I found that quite interesting because I never experienced that. I always felt like the odd one out, you know? Let's look at the map and see what we got. Okay, we have a huge road here to go round then. Okay, we're good. We'll do that. We've got to get all these roads done. I can't be bothered with it, but we'll have to. It's fine. You bought a Tilly shirt. Are you kidding? Well, that's very kind of you, very generous of you as well. I hope it looks good on you. Liverpool, here we go. Sweden is Narnia. Is it now? I didn't know that. That's better. So yeah, I'll if I can think of how I'd want that to go, I might in the next week work on announce that maybe. But I'll have to print the red badge first, which I can do over the weekend, and yeah, go from there really. Oh, wrong one. Sorry, I'm now blocking traffic. Yeah, there's an Omegon Plays Teespring in the description, Eden, of this stream, in fact. No, not in the stream, is it? No, it's not. Oh, I forgot to link it, because I have to create a new stream every time, and the new layout makes me forget things. Yeah, there's a Teespring for this channel, because if I separated them, it was easier to deal with. Yeah, there's a... Because I asked Littleys about the Tilly picture he drew, and he gave me permission. I was like, fantastic, thank you very much. Comment on Sinatra's debate with Ask Yourself. I know who Ask Yourself is, Reason Vision. He is a colossal pain in the backside, and if memory serves, from that debate, I believe that Sinatra triggered him to the point where he was just shouting all the time, which did him no favours at all. So yeah, that was... I know about the debate. I know very well about the debate. It doesn't help other vegans when one of them is... Yeah, everyone latches onto that one person then who looks like who gets angry and aggressive and then makes them look like they're all crazy. It's like, no one... I should point out, I don't think that about all vegans. Just the one or two I've seen on YouTube. And only those, not everyone else. But it's quite amusing that debate happened. The thing is, the thing that really bugs me about the debate is and Irate Bear mentioned it. Sorry, Irate Alex mentioned it. In that, a couple of years ago, when the anti-SJWs were still doing response videos, there were a number of vegan channels that were joining. Hello, MC. Hope you're well. And they were debating the anti-SJWs because the anti-SJWs didn't have a position on veganism, or if they did, it was a hypocritical one. And I get it. Just say you're a hypocrite and move on. I don't care. I don't really care what your diet is either, whether it be because of biological issues or because you just made a choice. Just don't care. Honk. I really don't, because I have no reason to. So when these debates were happening, it made the anti-SJWs look really stupid, and they were trying to kind of I guess, supplant the anti-SJWs by being better than them, but by also taking the argument away from what the anti-SJWs were standing for, which was free speech, which seemed to be lost. And it kind of fell apart for those YouTube vegans that were doing the debates, because they were just... It was the same debate every single time. It went around in a continuous circle. There was no progression in the conversation. And it kind of went to the side. And I think it's resurfaced every year since. But every single time, it's the same argument over and over again. And I'm not against the same argument being used, but if you're going to say somebody's a hypocrite, and then they just say, okay, yeah, now what? Where do you go from there? Because honestly, where do you go? The silly thing is with those arguments as well is that it was never progressed further. And that really bugged me. Because I feel like many conversations could have been much more enlightening if people could just get past the circular logic that it became. I use the word logic loosely because circular logic is a thing. I don't know. Yeah. Comments like on live streams, yeah, that's a lot. I just brought out a vegan burger, and Greg's also brought out a vegan... Oh yes, I'd heard about that actually, yes. For those who are vegan, that's fantastic news. Great. I don't really eat KFC, so can't judge on that. I also don't eat Greg's, because Greg's a shite. My apologies for the swear word, but seriously, Greg's is not good in the first place. Actually, no lie, I was in Stratford when I went to Norwich back in mid-December, and actually the same when I went back in mid-November for Dragon Force, I was served in a Greg's because I didn't have time to get food, and I was so hungry, but all the other places were stacked up. Greg's had a queue, but it wasn't as big, so I had to go in there. And the only thing I could eat that I could reasonably digest was a baguette of ham and cheese. And I felt so sorry for the girl behind the counter, because she could not. She tried to move it with tongs because she couldn't bring herself to touch it. I'd completely forgotten about how faith interferes with those who have dietary restrictions because of their faith, and I was very confused by it at the time. And I remember almost laughing about it. And I was like, I felt really bad. But then I'm sure if more people took interest in like vegan sausage rolls and vegan steak bakes, whatever they're called, yeah, that might well push other foods out of the agenda. I also noticed more companies have started putting other additional labels to indicate their foods are and then suitable for, to include many other types of groups, which is fine, I guess. I don't really care, but I don't buy Warburton's bread. I don't really buy bread. Because I clean a bakery. They leave me bread. And it's already better than the bread from the shops. Although I don't really eat bread. I haven't in a while. You struck gold with what you said in a year. I'll tell you why in a year. It'll be on my channel and some build up to it. And next week I have exams. Right. Well, I hope whatever it's... excuse me. I hope it's... I hope it helps, whatever it is you're trying to articulate. There are some faces that don't particularly like touching pork. Hello, Noah Vlogs. Hope you're well. Hope you're having a lovely Thursday. Or Friday, depending on what part of the world you're in. But yeah, I thought that was all really interesting. And I'm not... I would never knock, companies wanting to be more inclusive and, because it's obviously, I would say, while it's something that caters to another group. While veganism is also on the rise, I'm not going to deny that, it's still not the majority, so they're still going to make their bread and butter because that, and by that, that's a turn of phrase, I mean the products they would normally make because that will do the majority. And they'll keep having, and hopefully they'll introduce more products as well in the future and people will want to experiment. Nothing wrong with that. It encourages more customers from other groups to come to your store, and there's nothing wrong with that. Although I would say Greg's down here is absolute dog plop. I'll take your word on the coffee, Bjorn. As I don't do coffee, I'll defer to your better judgment. Oh, ignore that. First time watching. Oh, it's Thursday. Fantastic. Well, I hope you're happy watching me wobble around and talk to the chat. That sounded weird. Talk to the chat. There we go. It's a happy, great day of celebration. Actually, it's not too bad. It's. I guess you could celebrate it. I mean, it's the second day of 2020. You can do that if you like. I had my sisters remind me how many days till my birthday, which was nice. I'm very grateful that's been reminded now. People know it. That's great. Where was I going with this conversation originally? I went off track really badly. I do that a lot. Yeah, they did, and I remember a lot of outrage about it. Eden, about the vegan stuff being brought out this year. I actually found that to be quite astonishing because I just don't care. I do tend to understand and empathise greatly with the term vegan sausage roll, but with that seeming a bit weird, or steak bake, vegan steak bake, that sounds a bit weird as well, because obviously where people associate the word from. But then I would be remiss if I didn't point out that many words over the years have had definitions change because it has become popularized either for the wrong reasons, like literally, seriously, like literally, and there are other words that have changed meaning because of the connotation. For example, as many know, the word faggot means something very different now. However, it is still a food produce made by Mr. Brains. And it still meant other things in the past. And there are other words I'm not going to use, but that one's the safest one I can use. Because where it comes from and what it originally means and all the other... And words change. And that's great. So perhaps steak, bake, and sausage and other, like, bacon, sorry. Those words will eventually start to mean more things because, well, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it at all. Hello, Ponder Sprocket. We can celebrate that there wasn't another Logan Paul-esque incident right at the beginning of the year. Yes. But that's only because he's busy pretending that he didn't lose to KSI by split decision, which he did. And he was lucky not to be disqualified for. I did watch the fight, after all. I'll let you debate... Hello, number one, by the way. Hope you're well. I'll let MC... You can debate vegans about that. I'm not going to be getting involved in that one. Exactly, Reason Vision. A bundle of sticks. That was the point. really do need to pay more attention to where I'm going. Where's the train? There it is. Honk, honk, honk. Oh, Discanar throwing shade at coffee, I see. Nice. As always, the man likes his brew. And based on the time, haven't you just made your brew? Because you are a creature of habit. A very renowned creature of habit, I might add. Anyway, yes. So yeah, word change meanings all the time. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing inherently wrong. And with people, a lot of creators I know who live stream news coverage, and they were talking about this every single time. My response was, I just don't care. If businesses are doing more to cater to more groups, what's wrong with that? Because the company's going to make money, those people are going to complain less. Actually, if anything, I then don't have to worry as much that someone's going to go hungry because their options are a little less limited. But also, and Eden, perhaps you can confirm this, I assume the vegan steak bake or whatever it is you tried isn't that much more expensive or expensive at all compared to the meat counterpart. Please do confirm that. It's next to you right now, of course it is. Holding people up till someone... it's Ren. Oh, check out. Jeez. If we can get Logan Paul to try his hand at MMA, it seems like a good reason to pull Chuck Liddell out of retirement. I'll be honest, I stick him with Ken Shamrock for all the lols it would do me. There is a YouTuber, actually. What's his name? I know his name. He has JM... He used to have a channel. His channel name was JMX. JMX. And he did an MMA match. I think Logan Paul showed interest in wanting to fight him in the octagon. 20p, is that it? So actually, one of the major complaints I know a number of vegans in the past had was that a lot of their food products cost a lot more than what the regular counterpart would be. And I would say, Eden, I have Chocolate Galaxy you had, the vegan one. Okay, so I was in a Tesco in Whitfield near Dover, and it was like 3 times more expensive than the regular version. And I was like, whew, I was going to try you, but then I realised I can get 3 of you over there. So I know that there are some products that are a lot more expensive. I did notice today, actually, and I know they're vegan friendly because I know you've got a bag. You've had a bag in the past. The Veggie Power Grays. Oh yes, they have my barbecue steakhouse, barbecue powerhouse. Sorry, in, and I love those ones. I grabbed like 5 bags for $1.50 each. I was like, yes, we are set for a month. We're golden here. And they're all, I don't know if the barbecue one is vegan, but I know it's vegetarian. It's very nice. But some of those products it was, a lot more expensive in the past, especially because it was harder to source certain food products, and also we didn't cater to a lot of people who were, as some would say, crazy. I'd just say vegan. Your food bill is £20 less than your roommate. But what do they eat? Because you're a student. If memory serves from my time as a student, my food bill was virtually non-existent. I ate whatever was given to me because I couldn't be bothered to remember to buy food. And also you got to consider, as a student, sometimes some people do just, give you food, which is great. Or you would go to a party and you get food from there. So it does depend on context. But it's great that your food bill is less than your roommates, to be honest. Yeah, genuinely, that is good. Businesses will cater to select groups that will have to increase menu size, which doesn't increase costs. One reason McDonald's removed a bunch of items. I don't do McDonald's, so what did they remove? Was that the McRib thing they removed? Because I know a lot of people complained about that. And I remember I tried that once, and I was like, this is literally the most disgusting thing I've had in my mouth ever. And yes, I said literally back then, and I totally meant it. Anyway, yeah, so that McRib is an abomination, I will say that. You guys are so slow. We're not even doing 30. Oh, no, we are doing 30. You've just slowed me. There we go, 30. And I'm catching up with you again. Oh, now 29. Wow, we are absolutely storming it here. Oh, you've gone there? Good. Oh, no, I can only do 30 here. That sucks. The meat-free should be cheaper, but I bet not. I guess it depends on the product and the company making it now. The meat alternative is probably more what I meant as opposed to the meat-free. I know it was hard. Certainly, it used to be a lot more expensive. And there are still products that are a lot more expensive, and the Galaxy thing was certainly proof of that. That was a massive difference. But I understand why... what has Skog sent me? Oh, jeez. Everyone's been on 7 days and I haven't. Oh, I probably should go on there at some point. Okay. I smuggled Toblerone and it's changed... Oh, wow. Well, at least you're honest about it, Bjorn. Oh, I can do 50 now. I can do 60. I'm going to do 50, though. I don't want to, rush it. Dear oh dear, Bjorn. Dear oh dear. McGribs are just one thing. They still have vegan stuff, but they are a number of smaller things they removed. The only thing I ever liked, and this was long ago, was the... how long do I have? How long do I have? Oh, we're fine. So, one of the things I did like... Two things. Okay, three. I didn't mind McFlurries when they first came out, because they were a really cool novelty and I really enjoyed them. Spoon was useless, but it was still, delicious. I did like the apple pies that even when cold I could still burn my tongue on. And I also didn't mind in the breakfast menu the double sausage and egg McMuffins. Those are the kind of things I was okay with when I was younger. Not so much now. I don't really care. Although I won't deny the sausage meat has a weirdly addictive taste. I wouldn't mind one, but changes were made. But I can understand why they'd want to change the menu up a little. I do quite like... I have to give them credit. Certainly the one near my sister, I had to go in there and order stuff for family. And they have that, and a lot of them, I don't know if this is everywhere, but they have those computers now where you can do your whole order on the screen instead. And just, go to the till with the receipt. And they'll call you when your number's there. It's like Argos. For those who do remember Argos, it's like Argos, but with food instead of stuff in a warehouse. For those who don't know what Argos is what Amazon became essentially. It's the idea of buying stuff somewhere from a warehouse and people will go and collect it for you, to then bring it to you. I'm not saying Argos and Amazon are the same thing, by the way. Argos is a separate company. Argos was where you had a catalogue. You put in all the numbers into a computer, and they tell you if the stock was in or not. You then punched in onto a ticket, took it to the till. They then went and got it all and put it on a conveyor belt, and it just looked amazing back then. Anyway, so yeah, it was quite special back then. Yeah, see, Eden, you get me. Didn't the spoons half look as though they were also square? Like, just yeah, the handle had the weird the hole in the thing, didn't it? I remember that. That was so stupid. Hello, Waffle Jester. We have an Argos recently installed in our Sainsbury's, and our Sainsbury's is massive. And I used it today. I used it today to buy a notebook, the Monster Book of Monsters notebook. I didn't mind it, actually. I actually bought my Nintendo Switch from Argos because it was cheaper to buy that with Pokemon Shield, and I wouldn't have to wait for it from Amazon for the same price. And I was like, well, I'm not waiting a day to get it from Amazon when I can just go to Argos. Hey, Jackie. Hope you're well. So, yeah, yes. Hello, Lulu Bell. Hope you're well. Yeah, I'm in a good mood. I'm not, I don't know, not really bothered by much, to be honest. It's been a good, busy day, and quite happy to just chill and chat. Right, let's see if we can get this one in right. Shh, be quiet, farm animals. You are putting me off. Moo. You try and out moo me. Moo. Moo. Ooh, I think we got this. Yeah, we're good. Bingo. Yeah, my one's still pretty good. I mean, it was quiet this morning when I went in, but it was, you know, it's New Year. What do you expect? I was still able to pick up the notebook, and I even picked up a White Dwarf magazine, which I haven't seen in years. So I'll read that. Okay, actually, no, we're going to drive because we need to put our guy to sleep. So let's go and do that. Gives us an excuse to go here anyway. Probably could just quickly explore. Actually, no, not there. There. We probably could quickly explore this so we don't have to come back. That'd be handy, actually. We'll do that. Oink. Yes. I can't. I used to be able to make some of those noises. I haven't done those in years, though. I had a few years back, I had to have a molar removed because I broke it. And it was far too damaged. And because of that, I can't do the quacking sounds. I used to be able to talk like Donald Duck. But without it there, without the tooth, I can't make the sounds anymore. Used to be able to have conversations like Donald. It was amazing. Oh, you have to wait 3 months, Lulubelle. I'm very sorry to hear that, but it's okay. I know you're Lulubelle, so you're all good. It's all good. And yeah, I know about the name change thing because my friend Skeptic Llama did it once, and he had to wait a long time. So yeah, how did I break a molar? I broke it on, if I remember correctly, I broke it when I what did I have? What did I eat? It was something really soft as well. Oh, it was a steak and kidney pie. Yeah, I broke it on literally nothing. When the dentist looked at it, it was still in really good condition, but apparently there had been a fracture on it for a while, and no one had noticed. So I think it was a piece of gristle on the one of the pieces of beef, and it just broke my tooth, which was quite uncomfortable. But never mind, I've learnt my lesson and moved on. I also am very picky about food these days. Certainly beef anyway. Your nephew is a... Oh, right. One thing to increase your love of eating meat is to work on a farm for a few years. You will enjoy eating some of the animals that made your life hell. That's actually pretty much what it was like for me as a kid. Because the animals were a nightmare. The chickens especially. I never took pleasure in doing any of that. But I certainly thought to myself, I'm so glad this particular chicken isn't here anymore. Because they were a massive dick. I could be wrong though. Can you carry on? Cool. I worked at Argos main department, and they employ idiots. I should know. I assume AM1 was what you were writing. I can't be sure. Right. We're going to explore this place and... right. Turn that off. Take this wide. Yep. Take it wide. Yes. Take it wide again. Sorry about the bumpiness, everyone, but I have to do it to get this trailer out. Right. Let's go left. Eating meat, also known as vanquishing the enemy. Well, that's one way to put it. I have to admit, that's quite an amusing one. I have to give you that. I think I'm going to go in here so I have that done. And one of the main reasons those who don't know is why I'm doing this, because for map and game exploration, you need to explore everything. If you look at the map, that's just gone green because I went in. I need to go into the recruitment agency and cover all these roads. And then Liverpool's done. Although it doesn't really look like Liverpool at all. I have no idea what that was. I assume that might have been a Twitch follower. Let's assume it was. Thank you, whoever that was. No. No. Hey, pig. Nyeh. Hello, Alan. Haven't seen you for a while. Happy New Year. And hello, Yasmin. At Yasmin Al-Dami. Dami. One of those two. I do apologise for getting it wrong. If I got it wrong. What's your job, if you don't mind me asking? I actually just don't have one, actually. I finished one. I'm now quickly going to explore Liverpool so I get it out of the way. So I can carry on and get on with this. And hopefully leave the UK at some point in the near future. I don't have it set in stone, though. Although I do need to work on that. Do I have to go in there? I do, don't I? Grumble. Right. Let's go in here then, shall we? Oh no. It's one of these. You're narrow, aren't you? Oh, you're not too narrow. Okay, we can do that. Cool. Let's just go round in circles, shall we? Because that's what people want to watch. They basically wanted to watch some trucking NASCAR. I need to carry on and then turn, I guess. I did, thank you, Alan. I hope you did too. I'm not sure that's normal. It's possibly not. If there's people in the chat, it is a little hangout. I love it. It's one of the things I really enjoy about doing this, and although the streams don't exist anymore, it was one of the things I really enjoyed in the past, was the fact that there was always a lot of people here, chatting, just, yeah, it was always good fun. There are people who aren't here anymore that I kind of miss, but can't always expect people to turn up, and I think it's fine, people move on, or get on my nerves, whichever's easiest, I guess. I think I only have the one road to do. Oh no, two. Bugger. Excuse me. And there I was thinking it would be an easy ride. I was wrong. I think I need to go into that repair place. Yeah, I think I do. That sucks. Handbrake on, so I assume we're going to go green any second. Yeah. The wreckage. Oh yeah, the tips would be amazing. Absolutely. Broke my jaw on a train track when I was little, and it's weakened my teeth. So broken teeth aren't nothing new to me. Damn, that sounds horrific. Right, now I've got to turn around. Well, this isn't awkward in the slightest, is it? No. Best of luck, everyone. I totally didn't just wing that in a way that I didn't think possible. Sorry for those who are were expecting good driving, but I don't know how to drive. I think when I was a kid I broke some teeth, but I never broke them to the extent of others. Oh, bye Noah, thank you very much for being here. Really appreciate it. Okay. Oh, the road goes under. Oh, nice. You had to make this awkward for me, didn't you? You had to make it awkward. I think I've chipped a tooth as well, which has kind of grown out, to be fair. One of my major incisors. So it's not really as noticeable these days. Oh, no broken bones, though. I'm fairly unbreakable in that regard. Between grinding my teeth... TMJ and using to wear a mouth guard 24/7. Also, all my back molars broke at some point, or they look normal now. I'm glad they look normal now, but damn, that sounds painful. Hello, Savannah. Hope you're well. So you in Irate Alex's last live last night? Oh right, yes. I do appear from time to time. I'm just very bad at saying hello to people. So my apologies if I didn't say hello to you. I need to go forward actually, don't I? I need to go to that stupid recruitment agency first. I need to go there, turn around, and then go down there. Oh, I hate this part. Need coffee. Get coffee. Get coffee-fee. Nope. Best of luck, everyone. And now I'm going to do the other thing. Sorry. Yeah, go on, you go. Go on, Scania. Cool. That my camera went a bit weird then. I'm glad they've healed. That's fantastic news. Yeah, those who break teeth and stuff. Yeah, no, I can't. Yeah, no, that sounds horrific. Coffee, yes. I still remember that. I remember dead meme. I'm okay with it. Oh no. I hope you're able to laugh it off. Oh, Tremere. I hate Tremere. Why do you even exist? Because getting it, I can't get in here properly. Does that count? Yes. Well, you kind of drove into me, okay? While I was busy driving into you. Sorry about that, everyone. Right, let's find a job. Let's do that. We got this. Yeah. Liverpool. Carlisle. Sheffield. Why are these all so close? Why can't... Hang on, let me just check the maps. If that's got a road I've already been on, there's no point going there. There's literally no point me going up there, is there? No. I want to go down, but there isn't one. They don't want to take me anywhere Sheffield, and I have to still explore that. I may as well take the Sheffield one, I guess. Hello, credible threat. Hope you're well. Sheffield. Right, Aberdeen. Oh, hang on. I can't do a job at... there we go. No, that one. No, that one. Let's do hay instead. Straw bales. Actually, no. Is there a better one? No, there isn't. Alright, we'll do that. To be fair, I'm trying to sound like a Scouser. I'm just not very good at it. I'm too far south to sound remotely-ish Irish. I had to put the ish first because saying Irish-ish sounds really, really odd. There we go. Oh, too fast. There we go. Between this lane. Don't you dare go yellow. That's it. You stay that colour. Enjoy your next 45 minutes then, Karma. Thanks for being here. And for the donation. That was very generous of you. Ever since I out-debated a teacher in school about the EU, I've known that the EU was a class. Yeah. There are, actually, interestingly, I think there's some rather interesting perspectives about the EU as a whole going forward. I find it all quite interesting now to pay attention to it, because now the number of days until we leave, January 31st is when it's meant to be now. I don't think we will. I think there'll be another way to find an extension. There is a bill being brought forward to try and cause another 2-year extension if a deal can't be agreed upon. The issue is the Conservatives run the House and they'll just be like, no. No, no, no. I have right away now. Be gone. But yeah, it's... I think I'm going to cover that in a video tomorrow because it's such an interesting topic because there's a legitimate reason for it, but you're gonna lose because you're now completely outnumbered, and you have to live with the consequences of that because you know why they had to happen or why they happen at all. Right, Sheffield. Why are you going backwards? No. Yeah. Oh, look at that. I made it perfect. Do you think we'll be better leaving the EU? I don't know. The impact analyses all indicate we'll not be as wealthy as we would be if we stayed in, but we'd still be wealthy. We have to place a lot of faith in the government to deliver on the trade it says it will do. It earned the mandate to be able to do that with the majority of the people, who are placing a lot of faith in them because they're ordinarily, a lot of them are Labour voters. So I'm not entirely sure if we will make it. I'd like to believe we can make a success of it, but I'm not too sure just yet. We need more information, really. Bet Finland's going to be up for that. This government is always up for throwing money down the drain. Oh, right. That's unfortunate. I hope your country at least is able to look after itself first, though. I never understood, and the UK is pretty bad for this, always putting itself out at the expense of helping others. I get helping others is great, but if you yourself are not in a good position, you need to sort yourself out first. And we've had enough. We've had 10 years of austerity, and everyone forgets why. Quality of living was great, I'll admit. Labour certainly gave everyone that, but there was no money left because of how much they spent, how much they borrowed, and it was so reckless. There was such a huge, colossal lack of thought that went into the policy, into the action, and it was just it was reckless. And it makes the Conservatives more appealing to people because, well, if there's no money, who do you turn to? I guess can't really turn to Liberal Democrats. Are they still a party anymore? I don't know. To answer your question, I'm not too sure. If the UK will do well, I'd like to believe it can, but I'm not too sure. I can only give an opinion, but not based on enough fact. I do have to admit, Boris's very positive behaviour in this is remarkably contagious, and I have to admit that is, yeah, something to certainly pay attention to. If he delivers on the promises, and now he has to be more in the centre because of the people he's earned the trust of, if he does, yeah, pursue and honour his pledges, then there's a chance we could do well. But we can't be sure yet. And perhaps MC's right. You will do great. Yeah. We'll see. It's getting so bad in Sweden with no-go zones. I'm paying full tax and not crossing the border. Damn. Hello, White. I thought they'd already passed a bill saying we wouldn't extend the deadline. Actually, that's true. Which is why this new article I saw earlier is quite interesting to me. Because it means to have... It's not an extension so much as it is... well, it is an extension, sorry. I'll correct myself. It's an extension if a condition isn't met. That's the deal. It's a way of removing no deal off the table. That's what it is. That's the whole point. And I get it. But I'd kindly like them to stop. Because it's really annoying me. Can we just leave now? I'm sick of making other... there are other countries I know for a fact that aren't as interested in wanting to be a member. But there are many others that obviously do want to be members. And there's nothing wrong with being a member of the EU, by the way, if you want to be a member. That's your thing. It's, you know, go for it. But the UK made its decision, and it's making an absolute meal of leaving. So it's actually quite embarrassing now. I've seen a lot of these at the moment. I wonder what happens if I hit a rotary blade. Will it damage my truck? I wonder. We leave on the 31st. I think the extension is to the talks. So right, what I know for a fact is the extension is potentially on talks, but it has to be an additional 2 years. If at the end of this year or by June this year, I believe, there isn't a clear indication that a deal has been agreed upon. Do I think Scotland will be independent? Not with Boris is in charge, because he won't allow it. But it's possible. I don't think, though, it can happen. Because weirdly, the SNP don't actually represent all of Scotland. People forget this. The SNP only represent constituencies that voted in a UK general election, and while they hold a majority in the Scottish Parliament, they don't hold a huge majority in the Scottish Parliament. Actually, it's still quite... I've just gone the wrong way entirely, haven't I? I have. Nice. Well done, Meg. It's fine. We'll take the scenic route. Yeah, we'll go through Manchester and come out and then go around to Sheffield. Yeah, I'd heard about that, actually. The hairpiece is really powerful. It's true. I don't get that thing. Oh, I feel like I've missed something. Oh, the independence thing. Yeah, I don't get it either. Yeah, it's not really something I get at all. But that's if they want it enough and it happens, but it won't happen. That's the problem. They don't have it. They're not. Scotland as a whole does not want to. I don't believe it wants to leave. I think the SNP wants it because they want to stay in the EU. Yeah, he's very... I have to admit, it's quite an odd thing, Yasmin, that politicians in the UK generally aren't like him. They're not... I mean, Tony Blair was. He was incredibly positive outlooking all the time, up until 2001 and the Iraq War. Up until then, he was very positive and always very... Yeah, he was always there, doing that. And then he started sucking George, and it was like, okay. Right. But Boris is that again, and we're so used to nihilists being in charge, and it's just... Or wannabe optimists who are actually being remarkably pessimistic. It's just astonishing to see this again, and it's not... I don't know. It's contagious. Ray, Finland has massive unemployment and social benefits. It's great for us Finns, but with that comes massive taxes. So with the EU's open borders and the immigration crisis, the rich leave and the poor come in. Yes, I've heard about that, actually. It's quite common that if the taxes have to be raised for whatever reason, the wealthy leave. In this country, when we had our general election, John McDonnell, the shadow chancellor, said during the general election, the rich will be taxed a fair share, and then when he was told to his face by a billionaire he will just leave the country, he's like, you won't do that. Right, yeah, he will. He'll leave the country. Why? Because you want to take a lot more of his wealth. The wealthy didn't make money to then give it up. That's not why we make money. There are many things Blair gets blamed for, honestly. Yeah. So the Stanlow... Oh, geez, yeah, I remember that now, actually. But he did copy Major. Major was his opposition damn until obviously he was replaced with... Oh, God, who was it after him? I don't remember who it was, but they were obviously very forgettable. It was before Michael Howard, though. Or was it Ian Duncan Smith? No, not Ian Duncan Smith. Maybe it was. William Hague, perhaps. Maybe that's who it was. To be honest, William Hague is a very, very good voice in Parliament, so I never understood why he never got the top job. And now he's in the House of Lords. It's like, okay, fair enough. Okay. But yeah, I remember the Stanlow stuff. Jeez. And 9/11, yeah. The way they addressed that was just... Oh dear. Right, so I don't remember who it was after Major. I know Michael Howard was eventually. but I think it might be... Was it William Hague that was in charge of the party for a few years? I can't remember. So basically, whoever succeeded John Major and then was the leader of the opposition, I think it was him. If I'll be honest, that sounds like the right person. Interestingly, William Hague served on front benches for a long time, I think. And he's not that old. He really isn't. How can we have an extension to the transition period if the law has been passed to prevent that? I don't know. I really don't. It's why this is also very tasty and interesting, and we'll make a very interesting video tomorrow. After I've gone for a walk, gone to the gym, and, I don't know, had some cereal, perhaps. It was Ian Duncan Smith. Thank you, Sean Hill, for the confirmation. I do appreciate that. And hello, Sean Hill. Hope you're well. In truth, I couldn't remember who it was. It's not because, not because I can't remember. It's because it was such... I don't know, do you really want to remember the opposition, or do you want to remember those who were in charge? The thing about William Hague was, he was a good opposition, but he was old conservative values. That was where he went wrong. Michael Howard was the same. It's why he lost. It's why in 2005, when it became David Cameron, oh boy, things got interesting, because for 5 years... he absolutely hammered the living feck. Oh, Ian Duncan Smith was as well. He hammered the living feck out of Tony Blair and Gordon Brown. Or sorry, to say it correctly, Gordon Brown. The most interesting man ever to grace UK politics ever. And by that I mean, sarcasm sign here. Yeah. He was absolutely... he destroyed them. But I know the EU also. I have the article saved. There was a thing the EU weren't gonna agree terms with us unless we agreed to obey all their rules or something, or negotiate with us. No, but yes, Cameron destroyed them, and that was one of the funniest things when Blair was in charge, because when he was debating Cameron, I could see quite clearly. Blair knew he was never going to win the next general election. He wasn't going to win it. He was so universally unpopular. He knew he had to leave. The dickhead got a round of applause when he left the chamber. I watched that PMQs when I was younger, and I was like, how is this guy getting an applause? He's a massive mug. He called himself the quiet man. Oh, did he? Oh, I didn't realise that. That is interesting. Howard was screwed when he was described as something of the night. Oh, Michael Howard, I have to give him credit. Michael Howard was the best he had the best, almost as good as Tony Blair, hand gestures and gesticulations, and the way he spoke was so creepy. So creepy. And I felt like when he'd heard about it, I felt like he was just owning it, in the sense that he clearly knew he was a meme before memes were such a big thing, and TV shows were mocking him by doing impersonations of him, and Tony Blair and George Bush. And this is when it was funny to do it. Those shows stopped when Barack Obama was in office, and I was like, hang on, we can mock him, Those shows just stopped, which surprised me. And I think they're trying to do a resurgence with Trump and Boris, because they're the right kind of people to mock, to be fair, but you could have mocked some of the others. You could have mocked them all good. Yeah. Pension plan. Right. Damn. Well, I'm very sorry that you are... yes. Sorry about that, Bjorn. Hope, yeah. Can't really talk about that. Not sure what to say now. Thanks, Alan. You've just, yeah. Fair enough. I'm going to make a very unsavoury sound here by gulping from a bottle. One moment. Refreshing. Stay hydrated, kids. Equal opportunity mockery. You're right. It's actually, if anything, by making those jokes, it serves as a fantastic reminder that everything can be mocked if you really think about it. With the right people in the context, that's good. That's true. I try not to think too much about that. But then again, I'm not in that position yet where that's the thought I have. Because I have Horcruxes, yo. I'm good in it. Swag. My hometown, there was a disaster last year where a retirement home only had one person working who couldn't speak the language of their residents. Because they couldn't afford it. Damn. Ed Miliband. Oh, right. So, okay. Lulu. Ed Miliband, I don't know how he won it, but the person that was supposed to be in charge of the Labour Party was meant to be his brother, David. Somehow, Ed won the support of the party over his brother. I assume because his brother had worked for Tony Blair, people were like, we can't have a Blairite in office. So I'm kind of... yeah. And then there was a joke, a really good one actually, that David Cameron swung at him, was that I can only think of one person at the dispatch box who's knifed a foreign secretary in the back, and it was you to your own brother. Which is just, that's brutal. He absolutely... And the thing with Ed is, he didn't present any policy opposition. He provided some kind of padding opposition. He made what was the hardest 5 years of Cameron's premiership easy. And I think, to be honest, I still think had Cameron stayed in office, I think he would have beaten Corbyn too. Because Corbyn was no better. He's not good in opposition. So I'm kind of, yeah. You gotta, although I will say, Corbyn, I had this discussion with a friend, Mitch. He had the channel called Mitch, formerly Charming Man 93, and it was one of those weird things where I could agree Corbyn could have been a good prime minister in a different time. As a point, David won the party membership, Ed won the... That was actually the most damning statement of, you don't even have the support of the majority, really. And that's just embarrassing. We're going to do that instead. I can't be bothered. Hey, we're almost level 10 on this. I'll take that. Oh, sorry. My apologies for the yawn. 6 AM start. Right, let's have a look. I want to go down, ideally to Cambridge. I mean, there are some roads here I need to do, and that dock up here. But ideally, I want to go down south, because there's a lot of road to cover. So yes. I, again, don't know what that is. Let's assume it's a Twitch thing. Let's find a job then, shall we? Cough, momentum, cough. Yes, I do. Thing is, I'm not a Labour supporter, so I don't remember things like that. I really should though. How is that's a short one? Why am I assuming that this will be the longest? No, that's the shortest. How is the Liverpool one long? I'll take the Grimsby one then. These are terrible jobs. That one's worth the most. We'll do that. Mysterious senior... Senor. How exactly does big trucking work in a country without guns, dip, or country music? I don't know. But here we are, trying anyway. Ish. And making a bit of a meal out of it. Well, you may as well go. You've already gone across my path. Go on. Peasant. You too, peasant. Be gone. Alright, you've just stopped there. Fantastic. I'm so happy for you. I don't even need to be in this lane. Yeah, actually, it'd be very interesting to see how Labour pick a new leader now, because they do that whole dispersal of vote favourability thing instead of just the and I think it's interesting really because I still don't understand how Corbyn won. Because I'm not a Labour supporter, I don't know these things. And I'm sat back thinking, how? I think my first ever vote, actually I know who it was, but I'm not going to say. It was, it was loyal. It was more of a you earned my vote once thing. Instead of, instead of saying I voted for a party, it was the person who did good by my family. So it was simply a respectful thing. Let's go with that. I'm getting mental vibes of a trucker. Oh, sorry. Seated on top of his truck with a crown and scepter, calling everyone peasants. You would be correct. That's how I roll in it. Swag. See you later, Solar Priestess. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to smash like or dislike, whichever you prefer. I don't mind. Some parts are kind of accurate to real life, Craig. At a point, actually, yeah, Sheffield, it doesn't, from what I've heard, it doesn't look too much like it, but I don't think any of them do. When I drove around Dover in this on Tuesday, when I drove around it, I was quite clear that it doesn't look like the Dover I know. Because I live near Dover. I know Dover. It's actually part of the constituency I'm part of. Local MP is a Labour MP. Mine is Conservative around here, but then I'm not saying... Because I haven't lived here my whole life. I'm not from here. I'm from Surrey. I'm a landlocked Surrey boy. It's just a bit ironic, I guess. But the Conservatives have held this place for a while. Hell, UKIP was quite popular at one point when Brexit was a thing. No joke, UKIP. There were UKIP cards in so many windows. So you know this place voted Leave. So yeah, it's all right, but I can certainly respect why some would not want to vote for their party based on how the party in their area especially is currently been behaving on the national stage. We do actually, mysterious Senor Hitler, but I have played this game for 700 plus hours on this side of the cab. So I can't drive on that side in this game. I mean it like that, cannot. Because when I try, I nearly crash every time. The first 2 streams of this game I did on this channel, the first 2 streams of this series. Oh, wrong one. Thanks. The first one I did, first 2 even, were on the right side, and I struggled. Hello, Dave. Hope you're well. So yeah, I put it on the left because it makes me more comfortable. I do Euro truck on the left side. I also do American truck on the left. So I don't do the right hand side of the truck. It just doesn't work for me. It's so uncomfortable. I think Labour membership costs about £3. Very easy to get a lot of members. That's a fair point. It's also very cheap. I think. Is it what, a month or a year? Or is it just a flat rate for eternity? Because I don't know the answer to that. Excuse me. My apologies for yawning if anyone hears that. Apparently I'm now starting to wear out, which I'm not against wearing out. I'm not tired to go to sleep tired yet. I think going to the gym has been doing the work to actually make it easier for me to sleep in a way I haven't felt for years. But because of what I do for a living and because of YouTube as well, because I'm so busy on that, I'm not able to do a proper lay-in or something. I think that's one thing I could do with at some point, but I can't do that during the week and on the weekends because I work early on the weekends. So at least I kind of get a lay-in-ish tomorrow. Excuse me. And, you know, wake up at like 8:30, go do other stuff, you know, make videos. Because I'm standing by what I've said. I will be uploading regular content on both those channels, and I will be uploading that recorded video for this channel with American Truck, with the what's it called, the Lone Star Truck, because I've done a video. I haven't done the audio for it. I do, Dave. Yes, I started going on Monday. I was going to go yesterday, but it was shut. But I went today. I went Monday and Tuesday, and I had an absolute blast. I felt very anxious at first, but now I don't really give a damn. It's actually alright. I think I very quickly got over the hang-up, and that was because everyone told me that it was going to go that way, and they were all correct. We are Cult of Meg. From what I've learnt recently, the only cults I'm aware of are Cult of Joe, who might be lurking, I can't be sure, and I believe Eden has a cult as well. Yes. Oh, thank you, Jackie. I know I'm human and all that. It's just force of habit to apologise. But yeah. I wasn't very interested in politics. I'm not very interested now, but politics has been interesting. Yeah, that's why I like to have it on the second channel, Lulu. I think it's a case that I separate it from the main channel, and now it's in a position where I think views are consistent, and so I want to make more of a concerted effort, because there is a consistent viewership, and see, I knew you would be. I knew it. But I knew there'd be an audience. There's an audience there, so I should make an effort. I've even started getting viewers from channels that are bigger than my channel, turning up and talking politics in the comments, which is great because that gives me a reason to, you know, engage more, and I want to, and make more of an effort so I don't screw up, because I've seen they also do politics stuff and they might call me out for making a mistake. Yeah, Eden has a cult, so does Joe. You're welcome. Feel free to join them. I'm far too lazy, sorry. Not lonely. Jesus, that sounds pathetic. Misspeak, I promise. So yeah, make more of a concerted effort. I have been meaning to do more on the reading channel. I just keep on forgetting. Now with the added things I've been doing, I haven't had the time. I might record that tomorrow after I've done everything else, but I can't guarantee it, because I've got to prep for a politics stream as well, so I need to pull sources for that after perhaps while I'm editing the first video. Perhaps I'll do it then, pull some sources for subjects I haven't covered this week that I could have covered, and maybe look at some American stuff, because I don't mind the idea of being quiet when someone else dominates a conversation, but it'd be nice to contribute more in a meaningful way. Nothing wrong with being lonely, aside from the then need to not be lonely. It's very true. It was a misspeak, though, I should be clear. I meant lazy. I'm far too lazy to run a cult. I'm going to go the long way. I'm going to go this way. Yeah, let's go this way. Title of Eden's. Yeah. Dear oh dear. They have a tin of Oreos. Om nom 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 nom. I miss Oreos already. The reading channel to 3 of my friends. Oh, that's fantastic. I'm glad you enjoy it. I think you've left comments on there. I've seen lots of new comments recently, because I mentioned it in a video or two recently. The Raven is supposed to be next. I really am trying to get onto that. I don't know. If I want to be consistent with other things, I've got to make sure I'm able to be consistent with those two first, and then with that. It's always going to be a secondary to the primary. And also so that I can at least... I've also got my work away from YouTube that I do. So I can't risk that for the sake of a video, for example. Although I do better on YouTube, to be honest. But I still like to have that consistent income. Although, it's tax season, boys. You know what that means? Do you know what that means? It means no one's going to pay me on time because they're busy paying their taxes. And by paying their taxes, I mean siphoning their profits into offshore accounts to make it seem like they made less money than they did. So, yes. I'm getting the feeling I've got new Twitch followers and it's just popping all the time now. I'm okay with this. Although it's weird, the alert isn't visible. Maybe it's just have it there anyway. Oh, that's where I've got to park. Okay. Oh, yeah, Pose Raven. That's the one. I just need to do it. Raven for the Raven. Oh, fair enough. I hope I do okay by it. Right. Nope. Okay, so apparently I can't come at it from that angle. Good to know. I'll pay you, Meg. By all means, do that. I don't mind. I'll get to it. Oh, jeez, the bird is the word. That song is so annoying. Oh, there we go. Easy. Right. Can we get a better job now, please? Let's try and get to level 10 before the end of this stream. That'd be kind of cool. Can we get one to Cambridge? Glasgow, Swansea, London, Birmingham. Hang on, you're not even actually showing me the correct one, are you? Ah, Cambridge. There we go. Or Reservoir. We'll take the metal beams because it's a little bit different. So let's go do that. Off we go. The crow will be yeeted on AAA. Oh dear. Patron member, so technically I do pay you. I licked your badge, Eden. Best of luck holding it. I could have done that better, but I couldn't be bothered. Or did I? Now there's the real trick. You'll work that one out. Dear oh dear. Actually, oh bye Jackie, thank you for being here. I do actually need to print some more bronze ones at some point because I've only got one left in my little inventory. Because obviously I printed like maybe 20 and sent because I printed 30 of the pay pig ones and they all kind of had loads of burrs, and I thought, well, why don't I just you know print why don't I just print the moist ones instead, because it looks nicer and I can be a bit more uniform with a shape that doesn't have all these burrs and not rounded edges on. So yeah, I think I printed maybe 12 to 16 of them, I think. So I need to print some more because there are some patrons that do qualify soon. I think Keith does soon, actually. Yeah, I think she does in February. And a couple others. But obviously, they have to ask me. Eden actually did ask me because she did qualify, but some don't bother asking because they don't care, which is fine. Oh, let's just do that because I don't need to do it. So yes, excuse me. Okay, I'm going to cough again. So hopefully I will be able to get some more of those done soon. I'll do that red one over the weekend, actually, while I work on the idea of the sort of... I'm not going to say that, Bjorn. I don't know how to say it. How to structure that kind of contest, really. But it'd be interesting to see what people, if anyone does come up with one. Interesting to see if I can have that done. Really, that'd be pretty cool. I actually need to remove the Meggy Moistma stuff from that thing. You want the pay pig? I actually don't have any pay pig badges, Keith. To be fair, I don't have any. I'd have to print one. I don't know if I've got the STL file for it still. I may have deleted it. I'll have to check. I'll check after the stream, which will be in about, I don't know, 20 minutes? 15 minutes even? So I'll do that. That'd be kind of cool. I can still do it. It just won't have the... it won't look as smooth on the edges, which is really annoying, because you can have a rounded edge. It's just the person that made the file didn't do that. Which I get why, because it's effort for them, but still. I can still make it, though. I just need to find the... If I can find the file, yes. If I can't, no. Sorry. But I'll see what I have first, okay? No promises. Let's check the route as well. I need to make sure it's on a route I've not been on, and I have not been on that road. Then we are golden. I know you are a pay pig. What's Alan said? He says badges, but what he means is something more naughty. Well, I'm sure if someone wants to use it for something more naughty, they can. But I wouldn't recommend it, because the plastic kind of corrodes when, you know, exposed to fluids. Just saying. Well, it can be exposed to liquid like water for a while, a very short while, but the plastic isn't meant to, unless sealed, it's not meant to be exposed to water. Not be a dick and stream against you. What time do you finish? In about 15 minutes, Alex. So 15 minutes, I'll be done, and then I'll be hanging out on Discord for a bit. I'm gonna tip, aren't I? Oh, geez, that was close. I felt that going. But yes, you won't be streaming against me. It's all good, mate. If everyone goes there, we're all good. Hell, you can even start your stream now and shill yourself now. I don't mind. I'm still going to finish in 15 minutes regardless. Sorry, 12 minutes regardless. I don't mind in the slightest. I think you have the bigger audience anyway when you stream. Oh, you're going to stream on Twitch? Or definitely link it in the chat, man. If you haven't, go follow Irate Alex on Twitch. He'll dump his link there if he has the courage. Yeah, by all means, go follow him. And, yeah. I actually might go watch you then, actually. I might put it on. Be interesting. Yes. It better not be ASMR. If you're going to trick me into that crap, I'm going to have to fight you. Can't start now as rendering my first true crime video. Oh, yes, you mentioned you were doing one of those. I've been asked to do those as well, weirdly enough, along with SCP. But I'm not entirely sure. Firstly, I don't watch SCP, so I don't know. I've only seen like bits, and it's just like ridiculously well made. And true crime stuff. Again, I'm not very. It's not something I'm familiar with. But it's certainly something I'll give a listen to, and I'll happily listen to your true crime thing. Of course I will. But I've got twerking. I'll watch that, man. I'll watch that. You know, I'll watch that. I'm all over that. But if you want, by all means, link it to me. I'll watch it before I go to bed. But I'm quite tired, so it'd have to be this evening before I could. And how long is it? If you don't mind me asking, because if it's really long, I probably can't, for the sake of what's left of my sanity. But I'm totally down regardless. Actually, how is Drunken Uncle doing? Playing Subnautica. Nice. Nice. Oh, I missed my exit. I was reading the chat. What a div. Oh, my route just got longer. Ah, that sucks. I bet I can't turn around. These are all very narrow roads, aren't they? Yeah, never mind. I know someone that streams Subnautica, or streamed it for a while. 10 minutes, I can watch that. Yeah, we're good. We're fantastic. I can do that. For the Imperium, yes. For the fake Emperor. Drunkle has his channel back. Does he? Oh, that's fantastic. I had a tweet out. I linked his Drunken Pineapple channel, and I was telling people to go subscribe to that. I will definitely I may have to mention that in tomorrow's video then. That is absolutely fantastic news. I may drop him a text. I might do it now, actually. Sorry, guys. Just because I'm genuinely happy for him. Where is he? Because I messaged him recently. Oh, there he was. He messaged me a story. Grats on getting your channel back. There we go. Sent. That's fantastic news. My phone has horrific signal. It's still sending. What on earth is going on with my network? Yeah, that's genuinely great news. And he deserves it. I don't understand how he lost it to begin with. Because Drunkle is a YouTuber called Drunken Uncle Eden. Hello, Globus Hystericus. And Drunken Uncle, he makes funny videos. They're really, really funny. The really interesting thing about him is he is consistently funny. He is genuinely a hilarious guy. And he lost his channel, and no one understood why. Even he didn't. No one did, really. But yeah, I started shilling his second channel, but he wasn't going to stream to it. He instead, Eden, no lie, to get around the losing his channel on YouTube, he decided to create a Pornhub account for Drunken Uncle, the YouTuber, to stream on Pornhub. I'm not kidding. He actually created it. And that was, honestly, that was just the funniest. I mean, that is levels of hilarity. I may have to mention it all tomorrow because it was so good. Oh, he's just replied. Awesome. I'm glad he's happy. Good news. Yeah, genuinely very happy for him. If you're not, if someone could someone please put the link to Drunken Uncle's channel in the chat? And if you're not subscribed to him, please go subscribe to him. Because he's really funny. And the Pornhub thing is, it wasn't that he created a Pornhub that made me laugh the most. It was the fact that afterwards, Sinatra, his co-host on the Alcoholics and Ammo show, he linked his Pornhub account that he created a year earlier. Just in case. Just in case, let's just back up our content to Pornhub. That's just brilliant. Get in your lane, you peasant. What are you doing? Nah. Moo. I'm not moving. I will win this. See you later, Amber. Thank you for being here. Come on. Get out of my way, you peasant. You're not even in the correct lane. Come on. Be off with you. Or do I have to push you? Alright, I'll give it to the chat. Press 1 if you want me to push him out of the way. I'll happily wait your response. Dave, I'm not breaking the law. We're in England, and we drive on the left. I am on the left side of the road. He was overtaking on a corner and has stuck here. So, should I move him? Ah, very well. Let's go. Oh, I'm in a really weak truck. I'm being outshone. God, you peasant. Oh, no. It's fine. I have an idea. It's fine. Go on. Keep going. Oh, look, look. That daff. He just trolled you. He could have let you through. He could have let you through. But you reversed. And look at all that backlog there. Look what you've done, you peasant. Nah, I'm doing it again. I said keep going. Ah. One more time just for good luck. You brought that on yourself, dickhead. Don't mind me, everyone. I'm just going to come this way because it's easier for me. What a twat. Worth it. But this truck is so weak. Ah, amazing. Ah, hope you all enjoyed that. That was fun. We should definitely do it again sometime. I couldn't even get up to ramming speed though, could I? Because there were cars behind me and I couldn't reverse far enough. Lawbreaker, I will time you out, Dave. I will time you out. He was on the wrong side of the road and he completely got in my way. Hey Vanilla Bear, hope you're well. Anyway, how much damage do we do to ourselves? Bugger all, really. Bugger all. Let's just get up to speed and see how much further we can get on this job. I don't think we're going to get it finished in time, but... how far do we have to go? We're not getting this done in time. But we'll get some of this done at least. Oh, Dave. Careful. That was good fun. I don't normally get to be a dick and crash into people like that. Especially when they literally overtake on a corner and stop in front of me, who is on the correct side of the road. That's just stupid. I'm good, thanks. I'm good. I'm just enjoying my stream. I'm gonna chill, watch Alex's video, and probably hang out on my server before going to bed and just, yeah, enjoying the evening. Bit peckish. I think we still have some pasta bake left over. I might steal it. If it's still there, I'm having it. Hopefully it is, because there's enough there for like one person. It's not much, but it's like enough there. It should tide me over, because I don't know why today I'm feeling really hungry. Let's put this on cruise control, because I don't need to have the pedals down. It looks like it's going to rain as well soon. That's good. Yes. Tolerance. Yeah, that sounds about right. Hope you all enjoyed your crash. I know there's no one here to count them this time, but never mind. All the description, thumbnail, blah blah blah, and your laugh cracks me up. My laugh, yeah. Apparently it's changed over the years. I'm not sure how or why it's done that, but it has. I'll be finishing soon. I got signed up for food choices. Yeah, don't you dare say it. Yeah, you tell him. Get to work, boy. Used to be Gem, if I remember correctly. Back in the old days. Yeah. There was if you were really, really, really stupid. And wanted desperately to fit in and stand out, so you'd count the crashes, because apparently that was cute. But I did crash quite a bit, so I could understand it. It's funny, because without the steering wheel, I crashed... Well, when I was using only the keyboard as a controller, I crashed very rarely. But when I have the steering wheel, I'm more prone to it. Even though I have to admit now, I can't imagine a time without the steering wheel, because it's so much better. Actually, on that note, that reminds me. So I should say thank you in advance to the lovely, lovely patrons, because I was able to buy the throttle for Barrentsea fishing. It's not actually something that works with the game, but there is a program you can use that makes it integrate with the game, so you can use it, and that'll be arriving tomorrow. I'm not sure I'll be able to use it for the stream, but I do have it. Well, I will have it tomorrow, and I'll be able to. Yeah, it has a little bit of space on top of it as well, where I could stick the compass I got sent. I was thinking if I can acquire a few little extra knickknacks, that'd be kind of cool. In a really just cringy me cool way. And yes, I'm trying to go a little bit faster to get this one done because we're over time, but it's okay. How much further do we have? 68 miles. Okay, well, we're going to try and finish that, because I don't think it's right to leave this on a job that isn't completed. And we are going somewhere we've never been, so small consolation at least. Sorry, Alex, by the way. I'm going to be a little late, but by all means, start your stream now. You type in the chat, and I'll give you mod power, mate. Actually, no, I'll just scroll up and go and get you. It's fine. Where are you? Where are you? Scroll. Oh, you were there, weren't you, a minute ago? I know I saw you. Ah, there you go. Moderator. There you go, Alex. You can now type in the chat. Put your link to your Twitch there, mate. Go ahead. It's all good now. Ah, we have rain, finally. It's only taken all the stream. Oh, don't need that one anymore. There we go. Oh, you'll be starting in 10? Oh, that's fine then. That's fine, because I should have this done by then. I don't want to... Yeah, I don't like... Oh, love you too, boo. I don't like leaving jobs half done, but I also don't want to make it a point to keep on... I want to try and stick to a consistent 2-hour stream. We're now over that. We shouldn't be too much over, though, to be fair. What is the little dashboard ornament? Well, we have a couple ornaments I change on a semi-regular basis. We have 3 trucks. Different trucks. One's a Mercedes, one is a Iveco, and one is one that I can't remember the name of. But I got the Mercedes, the black Mercedes at the back, when I completed a task in the game. The other 2... I actually got off the Steam community store because I managed to buy and sell a load of trading cards, and I played the game a little to earn a little extra cash and made some money and was able to buy them. Much like the Pennant, the UK one especially, I never had that one. I had to buy it off the Steam community store. The Michelin, the Renault one I have because you get those easily. But yeah, I have changed stuff in the past. Last stream they were Christmas decorations. Which was gingerbread house, a light up Santa, and a light up snowman, I believe. Why are you so slow? So yeah, we do change a lot of the stuff around here on the yeah, we change it at least. Like there's also a hanging ornament. It's a pirate skull and crossbones. Well, skull and 2 cutlasses actually. Looks kind of nice. Hopefully we'll be changing some stuff in the near future. When we get to level 10, there's some new stuff we'll be able to get. Probably maybe an engine upgrade that'd be kind of handy. But we don't have much money, so can't spend too much because I have a daily bill to pay. Yes, by all means, you'll see me in the chat. If you're on my Discord, put it in the shill as well. People will see that. How long do we have? An hour. Right, and how long do we actually have? 49 minutes. Oh, we're cutting this one close. Fair enough. This is easy enough, I think. Yes. At least that truck in front hasn't started braking yet. Yes, yes. Oh, this one. Sorry. Good luck, everyone. There we go. We made it. We're okay. I did not want to make another mistake. I really should pay more attention to the map and stop flicking between this and the chat. My sincerest apologies to everyone who's expecting top-notch driving, which is no one. I'm apologising to no one. I'm planning a sandwich video for you, but live squid is hard to get in West Norway. That's fair. I look forward to the end product. Alright, stick it at 50. We should be alright now. Indeed, I am a lawbreaker. Thanks. I think we must be nearly there now. What the feck is a CDL? So slow. Come on. I bet you're going to be the one that turns off when I do as well. I'm disavowing you now. I'm well aware that I'm getting tired. Thank you for the reminder, game. Slow, slow, slow. Well, you can see that tilt in my truck where it's slightly leaning. Yeah, I have to be very careful. Even though I've got low profile tyres on, I have to be a little careful because the truck has a tendency to tip regardless because of the quality of the truck in question. Hopefully this truck survives. I'm kind of hoping to upgrade it to the max. That's what I want to do, if I can. And yeah, not grow the business. That's the point. If I'm doing anything, it's paying off my loan and just grinding. That's it. Nothing fancy. No extra drivers earning cash. We don't need that. All we need is our garage, our truck, and a trailer, and we're set. Keeping it nice and simple, you know. Nothing fancy about this. Ah, we're here. Good. Right, when's it going to change to 30? Because it'll undoubtedly do it before I get there. There it is. Ooh. Getting tired already? Well, I've got 12 minutes, you peasant. There we go. We've now been to every town and city in the United Kingdom. That's nice. That's very nice. And we are actually quite close. I think how longest we've done one of these streams for was 207, so we're not too far off, and we won't hit 210 at least. That's good. We're sticking nice and low. Good luck, everybody. I'm about to be really dangerous. Sorry. Oh, you actually turned with me. I was expecting you to turn off and cause me issues. Why? Nah, you did that on purpose, you dick. Ah, never mind. It's fine. We will adjust. I think this is the right place. I think it is. Okay. Show me the results. Yeah, we're a skilled worker, everyone. We'll put it on eco driving. Okay. We are done here. So, thank you very much to all of you that have turned up. And to Karma for the donation. Really enjoyed it this evening. If you haven't, go to Irate Alex on Twitch. I believe it's that one word. Where he will be streaming. So, see you all later. Bye.